we should want life to be hard because we see who really wants it after life is hard. After life tests all of us, we see who want what we said we wanted. A lot of people talk all day, and talk is cheap because it's easy to talk. But that action, especially putting in action when you're not seeing any fruits from your labor, that's when you see who really want the life that they say they want. What's good, everybody? I just want to latest message before I go to the gym. This might be a little quick video, depending on how passionate I get and deep I get into these talks. Pause. But I'm about to go to the gym, and I'm a night owl. I prefer to be up in the evening time when majority of the world is asleep. Um, that's just how I like it, especially going to the gym around this time. It's 11:37 p.m. right now, almost midnight, and it's a Friday. So usually in the gym around this time, especially on a Friday, people are usually out. You know what I mean, drinking in the weekends, having fun, having partying, and things like that. So I prefer to go to the gym and just be up when the world is asleep, because that's when I get my work done. And I feel like during the daytime, the world is just a little bit too chaotic for me, for my liking. I can still be productive, but I prefer to just do things better overnight. You know, but I said to say, even though I'm a night owl and I prefer lifting around this time, I still naturally get tired. It's not always easy going to the gym around this time because, as y'all probably know, uh, when the sun goes down and your eyes receive less sunlight, that's kind of an indication to your body that it's time to wind down. It's kind of time to go to sleep. So even though I like being up consciously, uh, subconsciously, and my body has a mind of its own, so it gets tired because it's programmed with the universe, as you know. But I want to say, even though it's not easy, and I had to think about this to myself, I should love that, because things not being easy is preparing me for that next level. Things not being easy is like basically arming me up with tools that I can utilize at any point in my life in the future. And things too easy, what are you really learning when things is easy? Easy is kind of like a win. If you win, for the most part, a basketball game or football game, if your team wins, or if you know of a team that wins, you're less likely to change anything up because you think this is the winning formula. We win with this, so why change anything? Why fix it if it's not broken? When things are hard and strenuous, and when you're losing, that's when you learn the most about yourself and the things you can change to get to where you need to get to in life. And we definitely shouldn't want life to be easy, especially as men, because most of the world want things like to be easy. So if things are hard, that's more separation for you. If things are hard, that's more time for people to weed themselves out the race so you can shine even more. You know what I mean? Because if everything was easy and everybody was obligated and everybody, you can say, was deserving, that's what I'm looking for. Everybody was deserving of riches, luxury, without putting in the work that comes along with it, would it be that scarce? No, it wouldn't be scarce because almost everybody can obtain it. But if it's not scarce, that means it's not deemed as valuable. There's a reason why the Gucci store is kind of seen as more valuable than a Dollar Tree, depending on who you asking. You know what I mean? Because some people need the Dollar Tree. But there's a reason why the Gucci store is seen as more valuable, and then it just gets a lot more respect than the Dollar Tree. Because most of everybody in the world can afford the Dollar Tree. 80% of the store is a dollar. Meanwhile, the Gucci store, not everybody can afford that. So if you even in the Gucci store, if you even in that vicinity, you're kind of seen from the outsiders as a person of value, a person of status, because not some person who go to the dollar store frequently who only can afford that. It's not just going to show up at the Gucci store randomly. You know what I mean? So we should want life to be hard because we see who really wants it after life is hard. After life tests all of us, we see who want what we said we wanted. A lot of people talk all day, and talk is cheap because it's easy to talk. But that action, especially putting in action when you're not seeing any fruits from your labor, that's when you see who really want the life that they say they want. That's when you see who was learning from the hard work and who was running away from the hard work. Because most people in the world want to live a certain life. They might say they don't, but if God came down to everybody in the world and said, "Hey, you can have all this luxury, you can live this 1% life, without putting in the work, would you want it? I can give it to you." Most people would say, "Yeah." Most people just don't want to work for it because of the uncertainty of the risk factor that comes along with it. But there's risk in everything. So you going through the hard work is just showing your true colors. It's just making you seem more valuable and you shine brighter than everybody else you were on this path, going towards the same goal. You know what I mean? So we should want things to be hard so it can separate ourselves. Because I'd be damned if somebody who doesn't work as hard as me get to the same pinnacle that I see myself getting to, and we get the same amount of praise. And no, if I put in more work, if I decide to never quit, we're not the same. If you decide the first thing that like came across your path. Oh, I don't want to do this no more. It's not for me. I'm quitting. But you got me. Mad things crossing my path every second. I'm like, I'm in the race. I'm in a race. I can learn from this. It's helped me for the future me. How can you compare to me? You can't. That's showing my value off the rip because I didn't quit. I tried to learn from my circumstances. Other people let them circumstances defeat them, deter them from going after their goals, their dreams. So just understand that like life is not supposed to be easy 100% of the time. Because if it was always sunny and there was no rain, you wouldn't cherish the sun because you have nothing to compare it to. If everything in life was easy and you can get anything in this world, whether luxury, whether not luxury, by putting in minimal effort, we wouldn't value it. It would be normal because we had nothing to compare it to. So just understand that. Understand that the hard things in life, the strenuous things in life are worth it. It just takes a little bit more patience, a little bit more dedication than other things in this life, but you got to understand it's worth it. And you got to understand that most people in the world are looking for the easy route. Most people in the world are looking for the shortcuts in life. So as long as you're not looking for it and you're okay with working, I don't care how long it takes, I'm going after this, you will win. You will win. And you're going to shine even more, not because you're the one who made it to the mountaintop, but because everybody is so far below you because they quit so early that you're basically just creating that gap and margin of separation even more.